Have you ever wondered which countries lead the world in Catholic influence today? From breathtaking cathedrals to global political power, some nations stand out above the rest. Their faith shapes culture, diplomacy, and even their economic strength in surprising ways. In this video, we'll reveal the top Catholic powerhouses you need to know in 2025. Stay tuned. Number 1 might not be the country you expect. Number 5. Mexico is home to over 97 million Catholics, making it one of the largest Catholic populations in the world. The Basilica of Our Lady of Guadalupe in Mexico City is among the most visited Catholic pilgrimage sites globally. Catholicism was brought to Mexico by Spanish missionaries in the early 16th century. Today, Catholic traditions influence national holidays like Dia de la Virgen de Guadalupe and Holy Week. Mexico has a GDP of over $1.5 trillion in 2025, giving it significant regional economic power. It ranks among the top 15 largest economies worldwide, with a strong manufacturing and energy sector. Its Catholic identity is reflected in widespread festivals, processions, and community religious events. Many Mexican presidents have historically identified as Catholic and maintained close cultural ties to the Church. The Mexican Constitution separates church and state, but Catholic culture remains socially dominant. Catholic universities like Universidad Iberoamericana shape education and leadership in the country. Mexico's Catholic Church often advocates for social justice, indigenous rights, and poverty reduction. Influential Mexican bishops have engaged with the Vatican on issues of migration and human rights. Millions of Mexican Catholics participate annually in the Feast of Our Lady of Guadalupe on December 12th. The Church plays an important role in rural communities, offering education and health programs. Catholic art and architecture are visible in historic cities like Puebla, Oaxaca, and San Miguel de Allende. Mexico has produced globally known Catholic saints like Juan Diego, canonized by Pope John Paul II. Catholic NGOs in Mexico provide aid to migrants traveling through Latin America to the U.S. border. The Catholic faith strongly influences family structures and moral values across Mexican society. Papal visits to Mexico have historically drawn massive crowds, including Pope Francis in 2016. The Mexican film and music industries frequently reflect Catholic themes and religious symbolism. Catholicism shaped Mexican independence and social movements through influential clergy figures. Mexico sends missionaries abroad, spreading its Catholic heritage globally. Its Catholic schools educate millions of students, blending academic rigor with moral formation. Despite secular trends, surveys show Catholic identity remains central for most Mexicans in 2025. Mexico's combination of economic weight, cultural influence, and Catholic heritage makes it a global faith leader. Number 4. Spain has been a central hub of Catholicism for centuries and remains one of the most influential Catholic countries in the world. The country is home to around 33 million Catholics, representing a large majority of its population. Catholicism was introduced to the Iberian Peninsula during Roman times and became deeply embedded after the Reconquista. Spain's history is intertwined with the Catholic Church through monarchs like Ferdinand and Isabella, who supported the spread of Christianity worldwide. The Spanish Empire carried Catholicism to the Americas, Asia, and Africa during its era of exploration and colonization. In 2025, Spain has a GDP exceeding $1.6 trillion, placing it among the largest economies in Europe. The Catholic Church still influences Spanish culture through traditions, art, and education. Iconic celebrations like Semana Santa in Seville attract global visitors for their elaborate processions. Pilgrimage routes such as the Camino de Santiago continue to draw hundreds of thousands of faithful annually. Spain has produced prominent Catholic saints including Ignatius of Loyola and Teresa of Avila, whose influence reached across continents. The country's architecture showcases Catholic heritage with landmarks like Sagrada Familia and Santiago de Compostela Cathedral. Catholic universities in Spain have educated generations of leaders in theology, law, and diplomacy. Spanish Catholic charities provide aid to migrants and poor communities both locally and internationally. The Spanish Bishops' Conference engages actively in public debates on ethics, migration, and social justice. Pope Francis has praised Spain's historical role in spreading Catholicism globally and its cultural contributions. The monarchy maintains symbolic ties with the Church while Spain's constitution upholds secular governance. Spanish literature, from Cervantes to modern authors, often reflects Catholic themes and moral questions. Tourism tied to Catholic heritage contributes billions of euros to Spain's economy each year. Catholic festivals and public holidays remain important cultural events even among secular Spaniards. Spain has hosted World Youth Day and other major Catholic gatherings that draw global attention. Its diplomatic ties with the Vatican are among the oldest and most stable in Europe. Catholic NGOs from Spain operate in Latin America and Africa, continuing the country's missionary tradition. Despite rising secularism, surveys in 2025 show Catholicism remains the dominant religion with strong cultural influence. Spain's combination of historical legacy, economic influence, and vibrant Catholic traditions makes it a powerhouse in the global Catholic world. Number 3. Italy is the heart of global Catholicism because it is home to the Vatican City, the headquarters of the Roman Catholic Church. The country has about 47 million Catholics, making up an overwhelming majority of its population. Catholicism has shaped Italy's history, from the Roman Empire to the Renaissance and modern times. The Pope resides in Vatican City, which is entirely surrounded by Rome, giving Italy unmatched influence in global Catholic affairs. Italy's GDP in 2025 is over 2.3 trillion US, making it one of Europe's largest economies. The Catholic Church influences not just religion but also culture, education, and international diplomacy in Italy. Historic basilicas such as St. Peter's Basilica and the Cathedral of Milan are iconic religious landmarks visited by millions every year. The Catholic tradition is deeply woven into Italian festivals, with Easter and Christmas celebrated nationwide with unique local customs. Italy has produced countless saints and theologians, including St. Francis of Assisi and St. Thomas Aquinas. Italian Catholic universities like the Pontifical Lateran University are renowned for training church leaders worldwide. Catholic social teaching plays an active role in Italy's policies on poverty relief and humanitarian efforts. The Italian Bishops' Conference frequently engages in national debates on ethics, family, and migration. Pilgrimages to religious sites in Rome, Assisi, and other cities attract millions of visitors annually. The Vatican's diplomatic relationships make Italy a key mediator in global religious and humanitarian conflicts. Italian art and architecture reflect Catholic influence, from Michelangelo's Sistine Chapel to Bernini's sculptures. Catholic charities based in Italy provide aid across Africa, Asia, and Latin America. The Catholic faith influences Italian cuisine and festivals, with many dishes linked to religious traditions. Papal audiences and events in Vatican City draw visitors and leaders from around the world, strengthening Italy's global Catholic profile. Catholicism's legacy in Italy includes its pivotal role in the Renaissance and its patronage of arts and education. Italy hosts many religious conferences and gatherings that shape global Catholic dialogue. Despite some secular trends, Catholicism remains the dominant faith and cultural force in the country. The Italian government maintains strong diplomatic ties with the Vatican while respecting religious freedom. Catholic symbols are visible everywhere in Italy, from village churches to major city cathedrals. Italy's blend of economic power, historic legacy, and being the seat of the papacy makes it the most influential Catholic nation globally. Number 2. Portugal has a long and rich Catholic heritage that dates back to the early medieval period when Christianity shaped its national identity. The country has about 8 million Catholics, which represents the vast majority of its population in 2025. Catholicism was formally established as the state religion during Portugal's monarchy and still plays a major cultural role today. The Catholic faith is deeply tied to Portugal's age of exploration, when Portuguese navigators spread Christianity to Africa, Asia, and the Americas. Portugal's GDP in 2025 exceeds $300 billion, and while it is smaller than some major economies, its Catholic influence far outweighs its size. The Sanctuary of Our Lady of Fatima is one of the most important Catholic pilgrimage sites in the world and attracts millions annually. The Marian apparitions reported at Fatima in 1917 made Portugal a focal point for Catholic devotion worldwide. Catholic holidays like Easter, Christmas, and Corpus Christi are national celebrations with elaborate processions and cultural traditions. Portuguese Catholic missionaries historically helped spread Catholicism to Brazil, India, Angola, Mozambique, and beyond. The Catholic Church in Portugal remains a major provider of education, charity, and social services. Portuguese bishops often participate actively in European and Vatican-level discussions on social justice and ethics. The Church plays a significant role in guiding debates about poverty reduction, migration, and family policies. Pilgrimages to Fatima and other shrines contribute heavily to Portugal's tourism and economy. Catholic architecture dominates cities like Lisbon, Porto, and Braga, with historic cathedrals and monasteries reflecting centuries of devotion. Many UNESCO heritage sites in Portugal have Catholic roots, including the Jerónimos Monastery and the Convent of Christ. Catholicism has also shaped Portuguese music, art, and literature over the centuries. Portugal's diplomatic ties with the Vatican date back to the 12th century, making it one of the oldest continuous Catholic alliances. The Portuguese language spread Catholic liturgy and theology across continents, leaving a deep cultural legacy. The Catholic faith strongly influences family life, with traditions like baptisms and confirmations being widely practiced. Portugal regularly hosts major Catholic gatherings and conferences that attract international participation. Despite rising secularism in Europe, Catholicism remains dominant and culturally central in Portugal. Papal visits to Portugal, including Pope Francis' visit to World Youth Day in Lisbon in 2023, highlight its global Catholic relevance. Catholic universities and schools in Portugal play an important role in shaping leadership grounded in faith. The Portuguese Church supports charitable missions abroad, particularly in Portuguese-speaking countries. Portugal's combination of historical missionary legacy, cultural Catholic traditions, and global influence makes it a powerful Catholic nation. Number 1. Brazil is the largest Catholic country in the world by population, with over 125 million Catholics in 2025. Making Catholicism central to its national identity. The faith was introduced by Portuguese colonizers in the 16th century and has remained dominant ever since. Brazil's GDP in 2025 exceeds $2.2 trillion, making it Latin America's biggest economy and giving it significant global influence. Catholicism deeply shapes Brazilian culture through festivals like Festa Junina and Christmas celebrations with regional traditions. The country is home to the iconic Christ the Redeemer statue in Rio de Janeiro, one of the most recognized Catholic symbols worldwide. The Catholic Church in Brazil operates thousands of schools, hospitals, and charities serving millions of people. Catholic bishops in Brazil play an active role in public debates on poverty, social inequality, and indigenous rights. The Brazilian Conference of Bishops is one of the most influential Catholic organizations in Latin America. Millions gather annually for the Círio de Nazaré procession in Belém and other major Marian celebrations across the country. Brazil hosted World Youth Day in 2013, where Pope Francis addressed millions of young Catholics. Catholicism influences Brazilian art, literature, and music, with themes of faith appearing in samba, bossa nova, and sacred choral traditions. These nations prove that Catholicism is far more than a religion, it's a global force. Their history, culture, and leadership continue to shape millions of lives worldwide. Which country on this list surprised you the most? Tell us in the comments and join the conversation about faith and power. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more eye-opening global insights.